can you understand and mitigate or minimize your risk while maximizing the opportunities for your business? Complexity of businesses, the role and the environment has become so much that history doesn't actually have answers anymore to the problems that we face. And the only way we can solve for what we are facing is by talking to each other, because each one of us brings a different perspective, different insight and different set of experiences to the table. And together it actually makes for what I actually live and breathe by, which is the notion of collectiveness. So in the last 3 to 5 years, risk and security have both become very, very out there to demand attention from top leadership. GRC frameworks are gaining popularity in an enterprise-wide sense. Emerging risks are a big concern. Irrespective of how much effort is being put into managing risks, emerging risks remain a concern. And technology has started to get acknowledged as something that might help solve some of our problems. Here are just some very top-level responses to whether an organization, how they make use of an integrated system. 61% say they do, but on the other hand, if you look at it, it will tell you that more than 40% actually don't. This is a very interesting slide, because more than 50% of the CFOs don't actually know how to quantify value at risk. Effectiveness, 52% feel yes, but 50% almost feel that they don't. Has your organization constituted an enterprise-level risk steering committee? Again, 60% looks nice and big there in a green pie, but I think for where we are as a country, it is still not penetrated enough. Internal audit is obviously gaining ground. 97% of the people feel that they are looking at internal audit findings as an important indicator of emerging risk.
By not writing, we will be able to do. Okay. So that's the first thing. Nowhere one can think of being in the business of insurance and we don't insure anything. So that's what is a very, very old adage in insurance, is that no risk is bad. What is bad is the pricing. Okay. And the spread. So what we try to do in the insurance risk is, whether we are having any concentration in one particular kind of a risk. And whether are we getting claims on any particular kind of a peril. That is what we try to monitor in our underwriting risk. And based on that, the pricing, whether the pricing is what we need to work on. So as I said, there is no risk that is bad in insurance. Only thing is that it is bad.
One process which I like very much, which is practiced in ACC and Ambuja, it's a wholesale group practice, where what we see is that there's a spider web which is created by asking 5 whys at each node of the risk. And so what happens is, at the edge of the web, you have causes of those risks.
The ethnic riots which is happening across the globe, like Iraq, what's happening in Ukraine, the plane went down because of Russia and Ukraine. Now, how do you manage? Some of these we have to be prepared, some of them we have to accept it will happen, and then we'll see what happens. Okay. Many of the things we will be able to really anticipate, we'll be able to really try to build in system where the impact can be minimized. What is really risk management is not eliminating the risk, but the impact has to be minimized. You have to facilitate businesses achieving their objective by creating red signal process, red alert signal process, by these management processes, and you really take help of the people who are working in that function.
How do we as organizations get our risk management right? And getting risk management right begins with understanding and anticipating and assessing risk, someone owning that responsibility, and then working towards getting that right.